Welcome to Trending 24/7, your daily dose of what's hot. Party popper. Hey there, amazing people. Trump moves to label Antifa a major terrorist organization amid political tensions. September 17th to 18th, 2025, Washington/UK. In a bold announcement during his state visit to the United Kingdom, President Donald Trump declared his intention to formally designate Antifa, a loosely organized anti-fascist movement, as a major terrorist organization. The move has drawn immediate attention, both support and criticism, for its political implications and legal complexities. What Trump said. On his social media platform Truth Social, Trump characterized Antifa as a sick, dangerous, radical left disaster, and said he would also recommend investigations into those funding the movement. He made the announcement late Wednesday night, local time, while in the UK. It was accompanied by remarks from senior White House officials, including Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller, emphasizing a broader campaign to target left-wing activism they allege has encouraged political violence. Legal and practical hurdles. Antifa is not a centralized entity. It refers to a spectrum of groups and individuals opposed to fascism, without formal leadership, membership rosters, or clear hierarchical structure. This decentralization makes a formal, terrorist organization labeled difficult under existing U.S. law. There is currently no domestic equivalent to the U.S. State Department's list of foreign terrorist organizations, which is used to designate foreign entities under U.S. law. Domestic organizations are somewhat constrained by First Amendment protections for political speech and assembly. Previous statements from law enforcement, including the FBI, have described Antifa more as an ideology than a single group, which complicates enforcement or legal designation. Motivations and political context. The announcement comes in the wake of growing political tension following the assassination of conservative commentator Charlie Kirk, which several officials have linked to left-wing extremism. Though a formal motive has yet to be established, Trump and others in the administration say this threat justifies stronger action. Supporters of the move, including Republican Senator Bill Cassidy, have praised Trump's stance, arguing that Antifa has exploited legitimate social movements to promote chaos and violence. Critics argue that this could be a politically motivated use of executive power aimed at repressing dissent, especially given the broad and sometimes vague nature of what is being labeled Antifa. There are concerns about free speech, possible overreach, and the risk of chilling effects on protest activity. What's still unclear? Question status. Which specific individuals or groups will be designated under Antifa not yet specified, ambiguity around who the label would legally apply to. What legal mechanism will be used for the designation? Not clarified. Legal scholars note the lack of precedent for designating domestic groups with terror labels under current law. How investigations into funders or alleged funders will proceed. Trump said he will strongly recommend investigations, but no formal plan has been made public. Potential pushback in courts over constitutional rights likely. Critics already cite First Amendment protections. Legal challenges expected. Glow showing Europe-Africa broader implications. If the designation is pursued, it could lead to increased surveillance, heightened law enforcement activity, and potentially stricter penalties for people alleged to be associated with Antifa. Politically, the move could energize both the right, who argue it addresses domestic extremism, and the left, who view it as an attempt to suppress protest and dissent. The decision could set new precedents concerning how the government treats decentralized political movements in terms of law enforcement and national security policy. Receipt bottom line. President Trump's announcement represents a significant escalation in the way Antifa is treated politically and possibly legally, but it comes with a host of unanswered questions. The decentralized nature of Antifa, existing constitutional protections for speech and assembly, and the absence of clear legal framework for domestic terrorism designations mean that implementing this policy, even if intended, will be complex and likely controversial.